Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where today I'm going to be giving you a review of Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra featuring Aiko with the song Good Morning Blue Lily. What a wonderful upbeat title. Now this is an interestingly overdue review in many ways. I've never actually done a review of a Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra song before, but it would be wrong to say that I've never heard them before. And I've always been very interested just because they're ska, and that's kind of a fun thing to review anyway. But without me knowing, we reviewed one song before that they were featured on, but I didn't realise that they'd also done a song that I really liked and I'd heard before by the band Puffy, who I'm a big fan of. And along with that, just the fact that they've actually crept up in lots of other little recordings. I've heard things with them in that I didn't realise, I just didn't know how ubiquitous they actually were. And looking at it more, realising that they are actually quite an institution. I knew they were big, I didn't know how big they were until really seeing it. Doing my research on this, I even found they got a song with Man with a Mission. I don't know how that skipped me by, that was apparently last year. Oh well. So anyway, as uninformed as I am, it's time for me to catch up, and what better way than to review a song that they did with one of my other favourite singers, Aiko, an absolutely fantastic singer-songwriter with a really unique and beautiful voice, and just a flair for doing songs that are both classy and catchy. So, anyway, I listened to this song, got my notes, unpacked a lot, and here are my thoughts. Blue Daisy starts simple, with a little bit of keyboard and vocal melody to bring you in. Initially, the unique sound of Aiko's voice performing a melody very much in keeping with her signature writing style, and accompanied by said keyboard backing, makes it sound more like we're in one of her songs than a piece where she is actually the featured artist. However, this is just a nice little setup which allows the ska elements to slowly introduce themselves underneath, initially using a gentle sort of mid-tempo shuffle. And it's a joy, from the intro all the way through the first chorus, how Blue Daisy just slowly adds more and more Ska Paradise instruments, smoothly taking you from ballad to ska without breaking a sweat. Combined with the chorus hook being classic catchy Aiko, you're very much wrapped up in a sort of comfortable musical blanket by the time the first chorus ends and everything steps up to double time. And of course this is where the ska can really begin. Although TSPO are not breaking any boundaries stylistically, their genre is right there in their name, they're instead highlighting just how masterful they are at their craft, with effortlessly complementary layers of sound, both rich with detail, tone and harmony, whilst gentle and smooth. You could pick apart the joyous details, or just let it wash over you like a blanket of beautiful sounds, each with equal pleasure. Aiko, as always, gives a masterful performance with brilliant vocal expression, again demonstrating how higher voices can have more detail and emotion than they're often credited for. Her trademark avoidance of vocal effects, even including the ubiquitous gentle reverb most artists use, gives her an honest and present sound. And then combined with the wonderful small details of her performances, she, more than any other singer I can think of, has a personal feel to her songs that make them present, like they're written directly for the listener. So, where does this all leave us? Well, you've probably heard ska a million times before, and this track will likely not hold any surprises for you therefore. But Blue Daisy has three wonderful things on its side. 1. Legendary musicians and arrangers in the shape of Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra, accompanied by 2. One of Japan's greatest singer-songwriters, in my opinion. And 3. A song that brings them together really naturally. From a purposeful arrangement that knows it has a journey to take you on, to a hook that will stay caught in your ear for just the longest time. Blue Daisy is an utter joy that I had on repeat play for hours and stayed stuck in my head for days. So, as I really like this one, what is today's metaphor? Well, Blue Daisy is a balloon ride. It might not take you many new far-fetched places, but it's certainly uplifting, colourful, and all with a hint of class. So there you go. 2 positive reviews in a row for 2 very different songs. I'm feeling like this has been a good week so far. Really enjoyed that. Really uplifting. Like I say, it might not exactly reinvent the wheel, but it's just so good at what it does. And it's one of those songs that if you want a good morning song or just a good summer's day song, this is a great one to go for. It's both fun and chilled at the same time. Yeah, I highly recommend, if you haven't heard this song already, which I'd be surprised if you listen to a review and you haven't already heard a song. It came out a year ago. Who wouldn't have listened to a song that came out a year ago? Anyway, I hope you enjoy it and I hope you check it out if you haven't already. A big thank you as always to anyone who gets in the comments and leaves their thoughts. It's always good to have the conversation. This channel is all about community after all. A big thanks if you like and subscribe, the YouTuber-y stuff, if you don't mind. We have other social medias in the description below, all linked should you wish to get more involved in conversations with more of our followers there. The Discord is always really active, and our Patreon supporters, you are the ones keeping this channel going. I say it every video, it never gets any of this chew. We're not monetized, there's no adverts. You guys are the lifeblood. So big thank you to you. Thank you to everyone who keeps the conversation going. Again, that's what we're here for. And all in all, the last thing I have to say is thank you to you for making it through to the end of this video. So until I hopefully see you in Japan very soon for the next one of these, for now, ciao ciao.